Mary Meet Witchlings, it's a Twisted Witch Midnight Moon Song here, and welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't posted in a long time, but I've just been extremely busy, so busy, and with COVID and everything, it's just... You saw I do my mask on. It is down here, but that's because I'm at work early, like I always am, and no one's in the store, and I usually take it off, but for some reason it's kind of chilly in here and I didn't bring a jacket, so it kind of helped keep my neck warm. But never fear, disclaimer, I always put it on over my face during working hours. There's little skulls on it, see? I love skulls, but most of you already know that. But it's also kind of a hassle to take it on and off completely because of my earrings, so I'll have my headphones in soon anyway. But I wanted to welcome you guys back with a new video on the mundane. Because as most senior witches will tell you, the mundane is how we incorporate magic through our daily life. And it feels like a lot of new witches come into the craft not realizing that, and they think you have to, excuse me, I think you have to constantly have some big ritual or spells going on at all times. Sorry, I'm fixing my camera. And that's just not true. When we do witchcraft, the magical aspects of it can be big, like spells and stuff like that, but that takes a lot of energy. Excuse me, a lot of energy and a lot of time. And not everybody's going to have time for that in their day. If you do, props to you, but that's not me. That's not millions of the other witches that okay, not millions, but that's not any of the other witches that I know. So I do feel that this video did kind of have to be made. The mundane is magic in its own way. It's taking everyday things and realizing the magical aspect of them and applying that magic and using that magic. And trust me when I say that if you do this, you don't, and not have to do a single spell every single day, just incorporating these just mundane magical things into your everyday life, it can make a world of difference. It really, really can. And so I urge the new witches who don't really do a lot of these things to do them. I do all of these things on this list in my life. I do more, but there's only 5 things on this list because these are the particular things that I feel most everybody will do regardless. Gosh, excuse me, golly. So that's why I incorporated them. I do have some more specific things that are me specific, and that will happen. Everybody has their own life, and you will incorporate what works with your lifestyle. And I urge you to do that. If something on this list that you want to do it. Share it in the comments down below and tell me your mundane magic that's not on the list. I would honestly love to hear about it, because hearing about that type of stuff can kind of give me ideas or give you or other people ideas as to what they can incorporate and how they do it. And therefore everyone can live a full, happy, magical lifestyle. Now I do have a list sitting right here, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So without further ado, let's begin. Morning prayer and meditation. Now, some people kind of view this as, I don't know, cheesy or corny or whatnot. And even if you don't believe in a deity, I do believe this is important. And what you're doing essentially is just waking up and telling the earth thank you. That's it. You don't have to do a long, extensive prayer. You can just say thank you for the sun. Thank you for the morning. Thank you for the wonderful night's sleep if you had a good night. Thank you for the dreams, what have you. But get in the habit of thanking the universe for starting your day, because that puts forth the motion of being humble, and having that thankfulness entices better energy and good energy to keep following you. And that's always great when you're moving through your day, to have that extra energy just kind of following you around. and keeping your day moving with that positivity instead of having a bunch of negative thoughts when you wake up in the morning. And even if you do have negative thoughts, everybody will have those. Don't think about them. Just ignore them. Don't treat them like they have any leverage in your life whatsoever. And think the day. And for me personally, what I do when I get up in the morning, I typically I don't even go down to my altar room in the morning. I just usually go to the window, look up at the sky, take a moment and think of all the deities and the spirits I work with. And then I just say something like, be with me today as I walk, or walk with me today. And that's all I need to do. And then I do my routine. I get dressed. I usually take my showers the night before, but if I have to, I'll take that, brush my teeth, wash my face, makeup, everything. Of course, today I'm not wearing any makeup because I can't find my makeup brush. So, and the bag the makeup brush was in has my eyeliner in it too. So when I go to work, that's really all what I wear. I wear my eyeliner and a little eyeshadow, and that's it. And I can't find the brush or the eyeliner, so I went naked face today. I don't know if you can tell or not. Go blemish here, you probably can. Number 2, stirring drinks. This might be something you've heard already, but I promise you, it works. For example, I have a McDonald's drink right here. And before I got it, I just swirled it. Swirling things clockwise attracts energy in, and swirling things counterclockwise repels energy. So if you're wanting to start your day, you want to put in the energy to get going, the energy to be awake, the energy to be motivated, to be happy and excited about working and starting your day, do that. Put that energy, focus that energy into your drink, whether it's coffee, a hot chocolate, or a cold drink. You can still swirl it in the direction and focus that energy in there. It's that simple. It's a great way to get yourself going, or if you're already through the day and you get a drink like at lunchtime or whatnot, it's a great way to keep yourself motivated. It's a great way to constitute that energy to get yourself going. And I used to not do this, and then when I started, it did make, and it's something so small, but it started making a world of difference. It started really pushing me to do better in my life. And again, that seems like so small, but I promise you, and I might sound like a broken record like this video because I keep going, I promise you this works. But it does, it works. It does. But in talking about drinks, it leads me to my next point, which is food blessing. Now, food, regardless of the type of food, can be used for abundance, for happiness, friendship, family, prosperity. Food of any kind can be used for these things. It doesn't matter what type of food. You can get, more into the nitty-gritty and going with the type of herbs and what this vegetable means or that or whatnot, or what the animal you're consuming means and stuff like that. But the overall basics, it doesn't matter. Because food itself is given for these reasons. And this is not just nowadays, this is all throughout time and multiple cultures all around the world. And letting someone sit at your table and sharing food with them is a sign of companionship. It's a sign of coming together. It's a sign of being allies. It's a sign of, like I said, abundance and prosperity, and wishing the prosperity between you, your friends, your family, and all those kin that are joining you. So simply blessing your food with this before you serve it is wonderful. It's a beautiful way to show your family and your friends and all those that are with you how much you care. And even if you don't outright tell them, oh, I blessed all this food for you, the energy and the intention behind it will follow them. It will. And it will make a difference, even if they don't realize you're the one that cast it, or even if something was cast. It is there. And that's what's the important part. Because everybody has to eat. Everybody does. And what better way than eating than blessing the food? And it doesn't have to be something completely homemade either. You can use a frozen TV dinner and still bless it, because it's still food. The concept of giving food is what's important, not what type of food you give, because you're trying to give any type of food that you can afford to nourish the bodies of the people you care about. And the sense that you're giving what you can afford to give speaks volumes. If you can afford to, make a giant turkey dinner with someone, if you really want to do it, go do it. But if you're going to settle for a little frozen pizza, it still works, because it's coming from your heart and your intention. So don't worry that something might be as small as a waffle or a piece of toast, because the meaning behind it and the intention you're putting out there will come through. I promise. It really will. And personally for me, this is the one I think is the most important on the list, but that's me. Moving on to step 3. Cleaning. Cleaning is a very magical thing all on its own. And I know a lot of people don't like cleaning. They're, you cleaning your room, do the dishes. I hate doing the dishes. Ooh, I hate. That's my biggest thing I hate doing is the dishes. I'd rather sweep, I'd rather mop, I'd rather do anything else in the house except for dishes. Actually, my husband fight over that, whose turn it is to do the dishes, because neither one of us like doing dishes. Oh no, we even have a dishwasher and still we hate doing it. But I digress. But when you're cleaning, you dispel the negativity out of you and out of your space. You just concentrate all those thoughts and those emotions through your body, down your arm, and into your broom, your mop, your vacuum, the towel you're holding to wipe things off, the dust rag, whatever. And as you clean this up, as you push that dirt away, throw it away, some people even throw it outside, you're expelling that negativity. You're saying, okay, that negativity is gone. There's negative thoughts, the negativity in the room itself, the negativity within the actions you did that day that you're not proud of, or something like that. Cleaning helps disperse this negative force. It does. And that's why it's also very important, because with clutter and with dirt and dust and grime, they come stale energy. And in cleaning and stuff, you're helping to move around that energy. And the same concept can be applied to taking a bath or a shower, or even simply washing yourself. Putting that out there and taking the time to push all those negative feelings out of your body and physically from you will make a lot of difference. You'll wake up happier. You'll wake up more motivated. You'll all around just give off a much better vibe. When you're out and about and you're talking to someone, or you meet someone and they just have that vibe of cranky and anger and kind of downtrodden, that won't be you. You'll be that person people look at and go, oh, she's happy, or he's happy for some reason. I don't know why, but they have that good vibe thing going. And then that's what you're doing, because you're dispelling all those negative things with something as everyday as cleaning. And again, this is something people at least should do every day. I know not everybody does it every day, but they should do it every day. That brings us to our last point, which is point 5. Organization. Like I said in the previous one, energy gets stale. And you got to move it around and work it to kind of keep it fresh again. And organization does this. I'm sure you've heard the concept of feng shui, where you move your furniture around to create a better energy flow. It can work, and it does work. Moving things around and putting things in a place gives it room to flow. But at the same time, organization doesn't have to be constantly moving something around. For example, bringing something in, like, let's say a new knickknack of some kind, you put it in its place, and that's where its energy is going to stay for you. That's fine. But then you have something like a bookcase or your movie case. Those things get cluttered and out of place constantly. You always have to reorganize them and reshelve them. there are always going to be some things that you do have to reorganize within your life. And using your time and your energy to reorganize those mundane things in your home puts the energy into place in general that it should become organized. Because you're channeling that organization. That's your intention you're putting out there. And the organization can reach past just something as simple as your movie case or your bookcase. It can reach into your life, and things can begin to fall into place in a little bit more order than what they were before. But all this starts with the intention and you taking that time to put that energy out there. And I can't stress that enough. I'm actually going to do a video all on intention and why it's important, how to really use it, and what it means when certain things happen. So stay tuned for that. But I would like to thank you all for joining me here today, early in the morning before work starts. I will try to get better on some kind of schedule, but right now I have no schedule for my videos because I do this not really to make money. I do this solely for just because it's fun, because I want to. So I have no real schedule, and I am sorry about that. But I am going to start trying to make some sort of schedule that I can at least, like maybe a video every 2 weeks or something like that, so that I can start doing something more progressively, like putting things in order, just like we talked about. Yay! Sorry, it's early. It's really early. I didn't have coffee because I don't drink coffee, so I don't have any more hot chocolate. So I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, and I don't think it's a good thing to have in the morning. I have been really lazy and drinking soda a lot lately, a lot more than I should be, but my life's chaotic right now, so, well, thank you, Witchlings, for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful, magical day. Like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell to stay notified of my videos when they come to you. Blessed be, and have a great evening.